Alright.
Hello.
Hello. Give me a second. Gotta get back from the computer.
One Mississippi.
I mean, sure. Alright, hello. I am Traben of Traben's Tomes. We do a weekly reading sprint here on the channel, and this is our weekly sprint.
And this is it. You're here.
You're here. You found it. Now, this one is not different, but we're at least doing a readathon, so like we have a stated goal for today, whereas usually it's just like whatever, it's just vibes. So we are participating in 30 and 30. Before we get into that, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi. Did you? Yeah, I guess you said your name.
I did.
I'm Amanda from Amanda Should Be Reading, also a booktuber. And he's my husband.
Okay. So we are participating in 30 and 30, which is a readathon put on by
Realm of Kids Lit Comics.
Okay. I know there's Shay's in there somewhere.
Don't you have it written down like right over there?
I do. And then there's a
Oh Happy Day?
something like that. Oh, I'll get it.
Yeah, Shay's Reads or something.
All right. So Realm of Kidlets Comics.
I knew that one with Ashley.
Shay Geeks Out.
Shay Geeks Out, that's right.
And then Happy for Now, which
Happy for
is
Now.
Isabel.
I follow Ashley.
Okay.
So that's how I knew about this. I hadn't followed the other two channels.
I think I followed one, but with the wrong YouTube account. So I need to go back and follow with this one.
Yeah.
But the idea is that you read 30 comics or manga
In the month of September.
in the month of September. It's to like catch up on manga reading.
They do it twice a year, once in the fall and once in the spring. But this is the first time we're participating.
This is the first time we're doing it. So I've decided that I'm largely using this to catch up with things that I've already read or read part of and want to get more into. So there's three main books series that I'm wanting to look at. I started with Go-Go Loser Ranger, which I think I read about to volume 9 on this.
Okay.
And with what we just bought today, I now have 14. So, yeah, it's around like 8 or 9 where I think my reviews on Goodreads start petering out on this. And so after this, it's going to be Blue Lock or Spy Family. I think those are the three that I'm going to focus on for the month, because this is going to get me about halfway through, assuming I only read one a day.
Yeah. Which you're definitely going to read more than one today in these sprints.
Yeah.
You're almost certainly going to read at least one a sprint.
Yeah. Which is why I pulled out like all of them to see. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get into it. So Go-Go Loser Ranger is about kind of a reversal of the usual Super Sentai setup where you're following a fighter, so basically like one of the grunts of the villain team, and he's taking on the Rangers, who are they're called keepers in this one, and they're all like jerks, and they're perpetuating this system where there's a Sunday showdown every Sunday, but it's all
for entertainment.
Yeah, but it's all a facade. Like the war has ended. They've already crushed. It took them about a year, which is again a nod to Super Sentai, because it's usually about 51, 52 episodes. And it goes over the course of a year. So they crushed them in the first year, and now it's been like 13 years since then, and they're just like perpetuating this to keep them in power and to keep them like holding down the fighters. Yeah, because all that's left are like the putties, basically. It's for as goofy of a premise as that is, it's remarkably dense with its prose, and quite complicated, because the main conceit here, as far as like driving the story forward, is that Fighter D, the guy you're following, their power is mimicry. They can change their body to look like anything. That's how they change their body to look like these different monsters every week.
Ah, okay.
But he specializes. He's very good at mimicking people, and so he's infiltrated the hierarchy of the Dragon Keepers.
Yeah, I would have expected this to be a lot more punchy.
Yeah.
And
no,
I'm
it's
seeing
a lot more
I'm seeing a lot of talkie.
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah, just flipping through randomly volume 7, like just to see the distribution of action to dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue in this.
So I'm currently at a point where they just wrapped up a.
How many have you finished?
I'm on volume 6 now, so I've done 5. They just wrapped up like basically the training arc, because he disguises himself as one of these low level colorless rangers, because the rangers have this whole hierarchy.
Okay.
And they had to go through this trial of finding these keys. And there was a lot of switching bodies and like pretending to be other people. And he is also, so the one frustration I will say with this is he is like the luckiest human or luckiest fighter ever, because everybody that he reveals his identity to either dies immediately afterwards or hates the Rangers just as much as he does, and they're like, yeah, let's kill him, let's do it together.
And we talked about how that immediately reminded me of Smallville, because I remember in the early seasons of Smallville, if someone finds out about Clark's powers, they're gonna die. Mm-hmm. Like within the episode, they're done. They're done. They're just there will be no interesting follow up to that.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go. It's very difficult to tell how the story is going to progress, because it's kind of just him going through these different adventures,
challenges and things,
like, and trying to maintain his like hidden role, and also his goal is to get all of the celestial objects that give the keepers their power.
Right.
And so far he's gotten one, which isn't really a spoiler. I think it happens by the end of volume 1.
Okay.
So
yeah, manga's so hard with spoilers because like it isn't written in like arcs to be bound up. Mm-hmm. If you read a long ongoing manga, there's a good chance that an arc will start and finish in the middle of a random volume.
Yeah.
They aren't planned out like American comics are usually to tell a complete story.
I have a whole video essay plan on this, but we'll see if it ever comes to fruition.
So a lot of times you'll end up in the middle of a story, which was why I had a problem with this one. Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you what I've been reading if you're done.
No, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's the what I'm going to be reading all tonight. So
it's so hard with like what's a spoiler, because like anything in the first couple volumes feels like it could be. Yeah. At the end of this one, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. I will say one of the things I read, the author's note at the end of volume 3 said, and now the story really begins. Mm-hmm. So like if you were going to try to sell someone on the story, I feel like you need to tell them some of what's going on. Anyway.
The other piece to that is that manga tends to be very long form.
Yeah, a lot of it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been sick this week. I still sound like I'm stepped up because I am. But so I wanted to start out with something that was familiar and easier to read, because I've been falling asleep as soon as my kids go to bed. And so I needed something I could pop up, read, and then go to bed again. So I started out reading Blue Lock episode Nagi. I read the first 3 volumes, which is what I had. Volume 4 is out. I do not have it.
You can't buy it.
I can't. I might not be able to buy it. It depends on if I want. Along with reading the challenge of just reading manga in September, there are individual challenges which you can find on any of the host pages, and you can achieve different levels. I'm not going to achieve the final level, so I might be able to just not do that one. There's one for not buying any new manga for 30 days. But I might just decide not to do that one. But I wanted to start with this one because I had already read 14 volumes of Blue Lock. And this is basically retelling the story from Nagi's point of view. And this is Nagi. And it was... should I review it? Should I say how it was? Or
you can give I would give a brief thing. We want to get into the spread.
Yeah. But, I felt like it was... This is something I could only recommend to really, really diehard Blue Lock fans who really want to know everything possible about what was going on, or really diehard Nagi or Reo fans. Mm-hmm. Because we didn't really get to see very much, I felt. Within these volumes, we didn't really get to see very much that wasn't pretty clear. Mm-hmm. And Nagi didn't really have a big character development until he met Isagi in the main story. So all you're basically watching is Nagi being really slackery and bored. You do get some interesting insight into how Reo operated the team and how that team gelled the way they did when Team Z came up against them.
I can see why they would pick this one to focus on, because at least you have two characters.
Yeah.
So you have the interplay between the two of them, if nothing else.
Yeah, but it didn't really do much with it because, again, you can't. You've established that Nagi didn't have his character development until after he meets the main character in the main story. So you can't have him having interesting character developments in this story. I also, because they established that Team Z was kind of different than this team, Team Z really bonded and you kind of got to know most of the characters on their team. I thought maybe they would go into some more of the characters we didn't see advance, or that who were maybe behind the scenes. No, we focused on the 3 named characters on their team who were already named in the main series. They each got a little bit more screen time, and that was it. And now it's really confusing because we're into the second selection where he is with Isagi now. So we've seen all of this. This is not showing us. It is showing a bit more with Reo. But again, I feel like we got a lot of that in the main story because of the interplays going on. So I'm not quite sure why this continues.
Don't know.
And there's another volume. And I would hope that's the last one. I don't know what else you have to tell about Nagi's story. I don't know. But, so I read these because I already knew the characters. I already knew the story. I wasn't going to have to, learn anything new while I was feeling sick. So these were a good one to start out the month with. And I bought, I think, 2 of the 3 this year and 1 last year. So I really wanted to get them read so that I can do better about reading the things that I buy. Then I read Batman Justice Buster Volume 4, which is another one I had sitting. This is the last one in the series, so there's not a whole lot I can say. I feel like this series, the plot revolves around an AI that Bruce is trying to, an AI named Robin, that Bruce is trying to have help him cleanse Gotham City, and it goes about as you would expect. The series did a few really interesting things with the Gotham characters that I really liked. None of that was in this volume.
Okay.
This volume was pretty by the numbers. The final fights were pretty underwhelming.
Yeah. You're also saying the binding on this is weird.
The binding on this is so strange. Okay, and these are both Kodansha. So if I hold this volume, I can hold it open with one finger, with my thumb, right? And I can hold it to where I can read this volume. I can't do that with this one. It's so tight. And it's so tight on the binding. I guess I could break the spine, but I don't think that would help.
Yeah.
Except for that one spot. You have to really, you have to hold this open with 2 hands. If you let go, it's closing. It's so weird.
It's so weird, because it is from the same company.
Yeah, and they're both from Kodansha. They must be bounded in different places, because these are the DC ones.
Yeah.
But, it's just so strange. We've solved the manga binding. We know how to bind manga to where you can read it fairly easily. And this is not easy to read because you feel like you're fighting the book the whole time. And it goes really far into the spine.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one was weird, but I read it. I finished this one. I would recommend it to hardcore Batman fans because, like I said, I do think they did a few interesting things with their alternate universe. But overall, it was kind of meh. Which was disappointing. Then I read one of my volumes I have out for the library. I read Sakura Hime Volume 1 and 2 in January, which meant I did not remember. I tried to start reading this, realized I had no idea what was going on, even with the story so far at the beginning, which was very good. But I was like, yeah, I don't remember any of this happening. So I had to go back and find Volume 2 and reread about half of Volume 2. I didn't quite reread it to where I feel like I can count it as another volume I read. But I did, pretty much reread half of the volume. I probably should have just reread the whole volume.
That's another thing about manga is, I'm reading probably... I'm probably easily reading 10 series right now.
Oh, yeah.
If you talk about everything that I'm partway through. And they come out monthly ish,
quarterly
for some of them, or for some of them. For some it's quite a while between the releases.
It depends on how caught up they are with the Japanese release.
Yeah. So it's just hard to keep it all straight. Like, even the ones that I'm like up to date with and I can get the next volume as soon as it comes out, like Kakegurui or Akane Banashi. I have to sometimes go back and like reread a volume or look at the last one and see what was going on.
And I like doing that because I like feel like I'm getting my money's more worth out of my volumes when I reread them more than once.
I suppose.
So like I like rereading manga more than once. And a lot of times I'll notice things I didn't notice. Mm-hmm. But so I read volume 3 of Sakurahime, which I saw, this one's pretty old. Like, I have never seen it in a store. Mm. It came out, I looked at this the other day.
Is this like Ice Shield 21 for me? Or like,
I don't think it's quite that bad.
It's expensive.
Because I don't think it's that popular. The original printing was in 2011. This is a third printing from 2014.
Okay.
So that's over 10 years ago. I'm assuming this is out of print. I don't know. It could just be that my bookstores aren't carrying it, and I could find it easily online.
Yeah, we should go to a used bookstore and maybe also check out Nan's, because Nan's has a section of
so this is what I picked up at a super discounted sale because they had the first 2. Read it, enjoyed it. Was not quite what I was expecting. I did a lot more things. Mm-hmm. Volume 3 was very good. This is the one that ended with the mangaka saying, "And now the story truly begins," which was very interesting. Because the thing I told you with the romantic subplot. Yeah. So I might look to see if my library has more of this. It's not one I'm sure I want to own. Like, I like it. Mm-hmm. But if it's expensive to track down, I really don't want to pay a ton of money until I know how it goes. Yeah. So I really like the option of being able to get it from my library. So when I saw that my library had the next volume I needed to read, super excited to pick it up. And then, was that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that must be it.
Okay.
So now, for today, there's a big stack of stuff I might read today. So what I'll probably start with is Cat Gamer 8, which I did not technically buy today. Mm-hmm. It was technically bought for me. Yeah. So this is the last volume of Cat Gamer. I'm super sad, but I love this series. So I'll probably go ahead and finish this one up. Then I have just a whole mess of stuff here. I've got the other one I got from the library, which is the volume 1 of At the Mountains of Madness by Lovecraft. I'm interested in seeing how the manga adaptation of this works, but it is only volume 1.
Have you read their story?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, it looks very... like, it doesn't look like they alternate universed it or anything.
No, I wouldn't expect them to. I was just curious if you were familiar with that one.
No, I haven't read that one.
Okay.
Then I have the first 2 volumes. Assault. I'm assaulting you with manga. The first 2 volumes of Strange House. It's also adapted into a film called The Floor Plan.
Okay.
So we saw that volume 3 and 4 were out, but we haven't picked them up yet. So I might read these 2. And then I also will probably, and then I also have The Haunted Bookstore, which I bought last year. I read the first one, but I never read the second one. Yeah. But I'm going to need to reread the first one because I don't remember anything that happened in that. Okay. And then I have this mess.
What's that? Okay, it's all a bunch of Blue Lock.
7 volumes of Blue Lock I haven't read. This is the one series that I've been really bad about continuing to buy when I haven't read them. Like, to an unreasonable degree. But part of it... I think I was
only at 9, and now we have 21.
Yeah, part of the problem was they were in a game, and the first half is like... this volume is the first half. Okay. I want to say it, like, the whistle blows at the end of 13. This is the first half. The second half takes multiple of these volumes, and I was not going to read the second half and not have the ending to it. Mm-hmm. So I just put off reading it until I was sure I had all of it.
Oh, now you're definitely...
I definitely have that. No, I 100% have the end of it and a good bit more. Yeah. I want to say I think it goes up until about 18.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to get out of Blue Lock. I know that happens at some point.
Yes. I think right after 18.
Okay.
Because of what I was looking... Because I was flipping through to see what was happening.
Okay.
So it's at least a couple volumes, so I kept buying it. But, so now I need to figure out, do I need to reread... I'll probably reread 14 since it's the first half. Mm-hmm. But I need to see if there's anything in 13 I need to reread before I start, which might be good to help me refresh the characters on the other team. And then I have this mess that I want to get through because I bought all of these this year.
We need to get started on sprints. We've been talking for like 20 minutes, so...
We like to yap.
Yeah, we had a lot to talk about today, but we should get to the sprints so that we can actually be productive.
I guess.
All right, switching over. It's break time. It's break time. I will remember this time to put on the other timer.
So we don't yap forever?
Yeah. There we go. In about 15 minutes to yap. What would you like to yap about?
I finished Cat Gamer.
Did you like it?
Yes. I don't want to ruin anything for you.
I like Cat Gamer a lot.
I do feel
I'm so sad that
I
it's
know.
last
I'm so
volume.
sad it's over. I do feel it reached like a satisfying endpoint.
Okay.
Like there were things going on in the story that like wrap up. It wraps up very quickly. Mm-hmm. And I am sad to see it end because I really did enjoy the idea of like leveling up the cats and like having to learn about them and leveling up as a cat owner. Mm-hmm. There was just a lot of really cuteness in this volume. I definitely recommend Cat Gamer to anyone who enjoys video games and cats. Even if you only kind of like cats, I think you'll get a kick out of this. It's really fun.
I kind of like cats. It was really good.
Yeah, it's really wholesome. It's really sweet. It's just a fun, cute read. I
did finish Go-Go Lose Ranger number 6. It was good. It had a fight that kind of had an anticlimactic ending, but it was after another really long, protracted fight. And even the character was kind of surprised. He was like, this shouldn't have been as easy as it was. So we're now going to get into, like, I thought it was funny because you were talking about how the mangaka on yours at the end of 3 was like, now the story really begins.
Yeah.
This one ends with a character saying, this is where the real work begins, which isn't really, like, stuff has been happening, and, like, the plot has been progressing, but we're done with the we're done with the training arc.
Okay.
It kind of got interrupted by something else going on, and you learn an important secret about the world, the way the world works in this one, that I think leads into the next 2 volumes. Now, I know volume 8, so I just finished 6. I know volume 8 is the one that I gave 3 stars. So 8 is objectively the worst one I've read so far.
Objectively.
Subjectively. 8 is subjectively the worst one for me so far. And I feel like I remember why.
Yeah.
Given how this is kind of being framed. But might also explain why I kind of stopped around there. Like, I'm not sure if I read 9.
Yeah.
Or not. But it's somewhere around there that I stopped reading. So
I started reading The Strange House, which is an adaptation of a book that is up there somewhere. I like the author quite a bit of the books, of the novels.
Sure.
Strange Houses. I've read Strange Pictures and Strange House. Strange House or Strange Houses? I can't remember.
I mean, there is more than one. So it should be Strange Houses.
Even though this is The Strange House?
Yeah.
It's on top. Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says Houses.
Even though this is The Strange House. This is a very direct, as far as we know so far, because you've read both of these.
Yeah.
This is a very direct adaptation of the books. Mm-hmm. I like Strange Houses. Strange Pictures is better.
I also agree. Objectively better.
Stop. So again, this is one that is an easy read because I already know everything that's going to happen in this.
Yeah.
Like, I know where the story ends. I know what all the clues are. So there's not a lot of, like, when I was reading the novel, there's a lot of going like, wait, what? And like really like poring over the floor plans because you have some strange blueprints.
Yeah.
To some houses.
I think the manga might make the ending a little bit easier to follow because there were so many characters toward the end, and they were like it was characters talking about other characters, and they all have similar names. And, like,
I felt like there were a lot of K names.
Yeah, and they were just kind of throwing a whole bunch of stuff out, And I feel like maybe with the visual element to also like reinforce things, it'll be a little easier to follow. Not that it's going to be any different, I don't think. And I don't think we're going to get like anything, I don't know, like it's telling the same story, like you said. It's easy to read because you already know where it's going. But I still want to read it. I still
same. Like, and I like. I'm very happy to support Uketsu in the manga adaptation as well. And it'll be interesting to see how this wraps up, to see if you would recommend one over the other. Because my only complaint with having the manga is it takes, in my opinion, it somewhat takes away from those floor plans, because everything is a picture. When you're reading the novel, you have the floor plans.
You don't have like that mixed media feeling.
Yeah, it's like a mixed media where like you're seeing the clues. And like you can sit there and really study the pictures, and they stand out, and as you go and they explain things and are like, oh well, what about this highlighted area? It also reads really quick because of that. But it feels more like those pictures are special. Whereas in this, you're just looking at someone else talk about these pictures. Everything is pictures. So it kind of doesn't feel... and again, it's hard to tell because I already read this. But it definitely doesn't feel... The beginning here where it lays out the floor plan does not feel like it did in the other one, where I really wanted to sit and study it.
We'll see, but again, I think I think is largely
having what it is,
having read it already. Because I read this one first.
Yeah.
And I read the first 2 volumes and then just read the book because I wanted to get the ending. And I did sit there and
really
go
look at it.
What is strange about this house? I don't know. Let me see.
And did you do that for the second house too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I know this gets at least into the second floor plan because it's on the cover.
Yeah, the second house has less
weird things going on. Yeah.
And I think less things that you can determine just by looking at the floor plan, because part of its weirdness is also things that you would have to extrapolate based on the land that it's on.
Well, I mean, it's a weird-looking house, no matter how you look at it.
It's a weird-looking house.
Which is like, that's not normal. Like, that stood out to me when I looked at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I'm going to fly through this. I already know the story. I already know the clues. Part of me wanted to be like, I should wait and, like, put more distance between it. But at the same time, like, I don't want to wait until we buy all of it, which I'm not even sure is 4 the last volume, or does it go to a 5? I don't know.
I mean, I think it should be 4.
I could see that last bit being stretched into 2 volumes because of the flashbacks.
I mean, 4 is out, so I'm sure you could look it up and find out
and figure out if it was the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, because if 5 is coming out, it's gonna be they're gonna have not promotional material for it, but they'll have a release date.
It's probably 4 or 5. I don't think I have my phone. It's probably 4 or 5. So it's not a long series, but I also don't want to get into the trap of like sitting and waiting and not reading the stuff I have and just letting it pile up. Okay. So I'm going to read it. It's the 30 is a good excuse to sit down and read these, knock off another one from my 2024 buys and my 2025 buys to try to get more of the books that I bought into the red column, which is something I'm really struggling with.
That's READ column.
Yes.
Not the RED column.
Correct. So I'm really trying to read more of the books that I buy, and I've been pretty bad with my manga this year. So that was another thing. I was really happy for the 30... What?
I was doing so well.
Or what?
Of like keeping up with my stuff and reading stuff, and now like my cart's a mess.
Your cart is kind of a mess, yeah.
But I still am reading a lot.
You're reading a ton. So there's nothing to be upset about.
Okay. How's that book treating you, by the way?
Very, very fine, thank you.
All right. So yeah, I know that I have an idea of what the next arc is, and again, I feel like it was the last one I read.
Yeah.
So, and I remember not liking aspects of it for sure.
So strange. I could have sworn I had my phone.
But we shall see, and then from there it'll be exciting.
It'll be new stuff.
It'll be new things.
It could go really badly.
It could even be a boat. So yeah, we continue the trend of he reveals himself to people, and like they either immediately, like we had another one where he revealed himself, and that person either died or was totally cool with it, and I'm not going to tell you which. And there's another one where...
Has anyone been totally cool with it and then also died?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so it could be both.
Yeah, it's weird because like I said, he's just so lucky. These people are like, oh well, actually though, I also think that the Dragon Keepers are corrupt, or I want to reform them from the inside. There's also something that's not been touched on in a like since volume 2, I want to say, and like it matters quite a bit, and I wonder what's happened to this character, because they were kind of like, all right, cool, I'll see ya.
Yeah.
And then they haven't been discussed at all. But again, I honestly feel like if this was not like, would it be seeped or steeped in seeped in
steeping is tea.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's a metaphor. If it was not,
now I'm not sure if I'm right. Now you've got me all worried.
If it was not full of
oozing with
primarily about Super Sentai like lore and that kind of backdrop, I honestly don't know if I would be as interested in it.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of it's a lot of complicated character stuff in here, and a lot of moments where it's difficult to follow. Like the last volume, volume 6, had a flashback. There was no indication that it was a flashback. Just suddenly we're following these completely different characters we've never seen before. And like one of the characters, they have when a character is introduced, they give you like the big, like they have this big thing of like their name in the background, and so like that character had been introduced before, but nobody calls him that name, and so unless I was paying like very close attention from like volume 4 to volume 6 of like every single character's name, I don't think I would have caught on to it, and so it was disorienting for a little while, just to be like, what is happening? And a lot of things are a lot of things like that are in here, where there are transitions that don't have sufficient like space, or even in like the fights, there will be shots where I'm like, I don't even know what's happening.
What that's supposed to be conveying, yeah.
Yeah.
I really do think it is a very underrated skill for manga to show action choreography well.
Yeah.
There's a difference between having a good splash page of like the effects of your action scene, of your fight scene,
right,
and having actual like able to follow choreography of what is going on, to being able to follow the like, oh okay, I know what happened here and why this happened.
Yeah, and what I've also experienced the opposite, because like you can also do action in a way that feels very like stilted and boring.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna make people upset, but there was the what's the one, Demon Slayer.
You read one volume of that though.
But the first volume of Demon Slayer had some action shots that were really basic.
Just clarify that you've only read the first volume.
Only read the first volume. I'm sure it gets better. I mean, it would have to, because it's got this huge following.
And I do wonder sometimes, like, a lot of these things we have to remember, marketed toward young children.
Yeah.
Like, if they could basically follow what's going on, they might not be looking for the most, like, tightly choreographed fight scenes.
I mean, I guess that's true, but I think there still is something to be said.
Oh,
for,
agreed.
Like, this is your craft, and, like, you should work on, like, making your stuff flow well. I think there's going to be very little action in the next 2 volumes.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like that happens in prose, too, though. I feel like a writer who can make a very action-heavy scene where I know where people are and what they are doing is a very tough skill to master.
Yeah, and that also has the same thing where, like, you can get too detailed with it, and, like, if you're describing all the different moves...
It slows everything down.
Yeah, it has the opposite effect of what you want to be happening.
Of a punchy... Unless you want the fight scene to feel slow and drawn out because you're showing that it's like a slog that the character has to go through.
Yeah.
Where, like, they're getting beat up for a long time, and therefore slowing it down really makes that impact of those punches felt.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not expecting a lot of fighting in these next couple of volumes because I think I remember what the next arc is. It was the last one I read, I'm pretty sure. So that's also why it's kind of fresh in my mind. But this is what I'll be reading next.
I'm going to continue Strange House and Strange House 2.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it.
Continue by horror. I actually bought this one first and then bought the book and read it first before I bought the manga I read first. Bought first.
we're back. Starting the other countdown timer. Alright, what were we able to get through on that one?
I finished volume 1 and got through not a ton of volume 2. Am I on the second chapter? Yeah. I got through 1 of 4 chapters, so I'm about a fourth of the way through with Strange House, volume 2. It's progressing exactly like I expected. Like, it's progressing like the novel. I don't have a lot to talk about in this case because it is exactly like it's a very faithful adaptation. The only thing I will notice is there was a dream sequence that I don't remember from the first book.
Oh yeah.
Where he is visiting the other house in his dream, which lends itself well to the visualness of a manga, rather than just having the words tell you it. I don't remember that being in the novel, so it probably wasn't.
We did have Meg in the chat. Says that they love the channel. It's always nice to hear. And said love that book, and I'm not sure which book they're talking about.
One of the books.
So if Meg, if you're still here, let us know which book you're talking about. Let us know which book you're reading. I did not quite make it all the way through volume 7.
What are you using as a bookmark?
The post-it note that I had the people's names on.
Okay, it was just all crumpled and weird, and I wasn't sure what it was.
So I think I've got 2.
Oh, you're close.
Issues left. So yeah, I'll definitely finish up. We'll do one more sprint. I'll definitely finish up then, and I'll start volume 8.
Yeah, I should be able to finish this in one more sprint.
This is starting a time loop story, kind of.
I love time loop stories.
So they're in a monster's area, and this monster is able to basically control everything about this particular space.
Like in Yu Yu Hakusho?
Like in Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah. Wow, what a obscure reference. Is it obscure at this point? I don't know.
It's still in print at Kinokuniya, so I don't think it's that obscure.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, kind of like that, but the way that time resets is if someone calls you out on breaking school rules. Not if you break school rules.
Oh.
Because you can break school rules, and as long as nobody is around to say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, you're fine.
What is the benefit to resetting the day?
So the more times for the
Why would anyone call it out?
Well, so supposedly right now they're saying that a lot of the kids that are there want to be there because they're escaping the real world because the real world sucks.
It's a mood.
I think they're kind of under the sway of this monster.
Okay.
And they believe, so every time that it resets, they're also gradually losing their memories of who they were before and just becoming concerned about school stuff.
Interesting.
So a lot of the kids that are there are probably have been there for a while and have completely just buy into this belief that they are that they're going to the school.
So they're not even consciously helping the monster.
Possibly not.
They're just really concerned about their school.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, I assume that he can basically program into them that they need to obey school rules.
Well, I mean, if it's a good school, your students would want to obey the school rules.
Yeah. And the more time it resets, they also, like I said, they're losing more and more of themselves. So it's a kind of cool concept, but I remember it dragging, which I think might be why 8 does not have a high.
That is a high possibility with time loop stories, because you're seeing the same things repeatedly.
Yeah, but it's also different reading it like back to back versus like reading, because I was reading these as they were coming out. So there would have been a sizable gap between this volume and 8. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Kind of semi spoilers for that one, but nothing major, I don't think.
We haven't talked about any resolution.
Just
like I said, it's so hard with manga to like discuss what the heck is this about in a way of like, how can I recommend this to you without also providing like light spoilers of content.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm enjoying it for what it is. Like, it's a kind of odd direction to take the story, but it does tie into some things that were happening before.
Oh, excuse me.
And the thing that I was talking about that I vaguely hinted at earlier about a character who has been absent since like volume 2. I think he might have shown up at the beginning of this one.
Dun dun dun.
I think he might have been like this like hooded figure at the beginning, or was that the end of? That might have been the end of the last volume.
Okay.
Because I think here they're already investigating the school, so it would have been the end of the last volume. But yeah, I'm liking it. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I know 8 was my lowest rated one, so we'll have to see
how it bounces back.
And yeah, and I remember one other like thread, so that might be what volume 9's about. So my phone's in the other room though, so I can't even look up like
what you gave.
If I've rated it. I don't know when I dropped off, but it's somewhere around here.
Yeah. Well, the good news is we are definitely ahead in the 30 for 30 and 30.
Except for not. I'm on 7. It's the 7th.
I'm ahead.
Well, you're cooler than me. How's it feel?
Pretty normal.
Really? Feels normal to have read?
To be cooler than you.
Oh, to be cooler than me.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So, yeah.
Because, yeah, all I had to read was one today.
Yeah, well, I mean, we started at like midnight, so I hadn't read anything on the 6th.
You can't count that. We haven't gone to sleep.
And then...
I do not count it midnight to midnight. I count it sleeps to sleeps.
And then I'll probably start 8 on our next sprint, and then I'll probably want to finish it before I go to bed, so...
I'll probably finish this one, and then I don't know if I'm going to read another one or not tonight. We'll see.
This one even feels less read. Just like, pick it up.
Feels
like,
less read.
Well, like how you were talking about binding earlier.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... It doesn't feel right, you know? It doesn't feel
like... Oh, no! I knew that would happen eventually with my yawnings. So...
It is fairly late.
And I'm tired. We were out and about today. Our daughter had her first soccer game of the season. So we were outside. Luckily, it wasn't too hot. It was an early morning game, so...
It was quite overcast.
Yeah. I'm hoping that by the time... Late in the season, we have a lot of, like, 11 o'clock games. And I'm hoping that by the time those roll around, we will have gotten into what passes for fall here.
Yeah.
So that it will be, like, cooler and nicer out. But, you know, it's Texas, so hot always and forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had her first soccer game of the season. It was a lot different than her last season. We changed leagues. And she had a lot of new things. But I definitely think she's improved from her last season.
Yeah.
I definitely think there was improvement. Yeah. And that was exciting.
Other than manga this month, is there anything else that you're tackling at the moment?
I'm hoping to read more of my 25 for 25. Because I am hopelessly behind. I think I've only read maybe 6.
Okay.
So that's real bad.
That's rough for this far into the year.
So I'm hoping at this point in the year, I'm hoping to get through 15 of them.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to get through all 25.
So what are you reading right? Like, are you reading something right now?
No, I'm in between books. I'm in between books right now.
Okay. Sounds like you're in between jobs. I'm kind of in between jobs right now.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm reading through Authority, which are essays by...
With audiobook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's media criticism from like a book critic primarily, but that started off with like a criticism about media criticism, which is kind of meta.
Yeah.
But basically about how like every generation talks about how there's some sort of great catastrophe befalling criticism, because the thing about criticism is like everybody can be a critic. Everybody can put up. I mean, our channels, our
Goodreads,
our reviews, right? Everybody has the capacity to like say what they feel about something, right? And so there's this like gatekeeping thing about like, oh, we can't give it to everybody because everybody's not like good at it, but at the same time we really can't stop people. And so there's just this history of like catastrophizing.
Well, and I feel this goes into, I remember I saw something on BookTube a while ago where someone was like, oh, you shouldn't give classic books 1 star just because you didn't like them. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you absolutely should on Goodreads. Mm-hmm. That's what Goodreads is for. Mm-hmm. Goodreads is for, how much did you enjoy this book? Yeah. Goodreads is not, what is the academic value of this piece in the literature canon? Yeah. That is an incredibly different type of criticism that not everyone is trying to engage in. Mm-hmm. People on Goodreads, people on BookTube are engaging in, did I enjoy this? Mm-hmm. Do I think you should read this? Am I recommending this to you? Yeah. There are some booktubers who I'm sure take a much more academic approach and go into more of like the academic worth of a piece. Mm-hmm. But that is not the primary, that is definitely not what Goodreads is for.
This person is definitely more of the like deep diving, critical analysis, academic kind of review, which is what I used to do like as an undergrad. Kind of miss doing it, but at the same time, like it's my job to very carefully analyze writing, and so I don't really want to do it in my free time.
Yeah, well, and it's like, if I want to know if a movie is like where a movie stands in like the history of movies, mm-hmm. I would look at like a Siskel and Ebert review, although I know that doesn't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. That's who you go to for like, is this movie quality? Mm-hmm. Is this movie fun? I'm gonna ask my friends. Mm-hmm. Hey, was this movie any good?
Well, and that's why I think that so many of the sites have,
like Rotten Tomatoes has critic and moviegoers, and they often disagree. Yeah, because there are 2 different types of review.
I think there are some video game review sites that do the same thing. But yeah, so far I've listened to that, like criticism about criticism. I listened to one about like a popular literary fiction title from a few years back that I've not read. And I don't really think I want to. I can't remember the name. Oh. It sounded very bleak, and so I don't think I'd ever pick it up.
This Little Life?
I think it was This Little Life, yeah.
It's like the definition of bleak.
Yeah. And then there was one for Yellow Jacket.
It is so bleak that people have called it like that it's like using people's suffering as like actual suffering people go through in the book, mm-hmm. like as like to make it as bad as possible for entertainment. Mm.
Yeah.
Like almost like torture porn.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be this person's.
It's not
opinion.
quite the right words, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people who talk about that book very unkindly.
So there was that one. There was Yellow Jackets. There's.
Oh, I want to see Yellow Jackets.
I think I'm now in a review. I think I'm partway through a review for Phantom of the Opera.
Book or
the play.
Stage? Okay.
Yes.
Because they're very different.
Yes, but talking about it, how like the modern day productions are lacking.
Interesting.
And how like it's had a very long run. It's the longest. I think she said it was the longest run on Broadway. 35 years, something like that.
It's close if it's not the longest. I'm not sure.
And they said I think they were saying it was like ending at the time that they made the review. But it's very good, and I like hearing the very in-depth criticism. I wish I could produce it on command, or that I was like that I had the energy to put into my reviews, this like deeper look at things. But I don't. I do it all day, and I don't want to do it. I just want to talk about how cool stuff is.
Yeah. I mean, there's something for that. Not every book has to be like, or movie or anything has to be like, viewed through that lens. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have to read classic books through an academic lens. You can just read them to enjoy the story.
Yeah.
Even if you know it's important, you don't have to be reading it to look for, why is this important? Why is this stood the test of time? Where does this stand? You could just read it for the fun of it.
Yeah. And talking about reading for the fun of it, transition into our last sprint.
Transition.
Because I'm not as tired because we fell asleep.
We did nap
real
today.
Hardcore after the.
We did nap
after the game and after lunch. All right, so I will get our timer started and get our music going.
Alrighty, enjoy your last sprint.
All right, last talking time.
Time.
We'll keep it short because I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna finish this volume and then go to bed. I'm every time I'm just like one more chapter further from the end. So I think it's like 3 now. So yeah, they're continuing with the stuff at the school. It's getting more and more convoluted, and it's dragging a little bit. I can see why I would give this one a little less than the previous ones. And it's generally my policy, unless I reread something and feel very strongly, to not mess with my star ratings on them. So I'll mark that I read them again, but I'm not going to change my star rating unless there was like a major like epiphany of like, oh no, this is actually brilliant. So yeah. So it's going well. I was flipping through 9. I don't know if I ever read 9.
Oh wow.
So it might be new stuff. Cool new things to read. But I feel like there was another like plot point that I could remember, but I might be thinking of a different property, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I finished Strange House 2. There were several things in it that were not in the book.
Okay.
Just like the ways they explain things. Like they're randomly explaining stuff to children in a cafe at one point.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
Like, hey kids, hey, you want to hear about all this murder and violence?
Yeah, the kids just sort of pop up and are like, what you talking about? And instead of being like, nothing. Go away.
Yeah. It's an adult conversation.
They're like...
Well, you see, kids.
This secret child had a special job. The one they thought was an assassin. Just
that
like...
special job was murder.
So far, yeah, it's going exactly like the book, other than some just like, I get that they wanted to change up, because most of this is just 2 to 3 people talking to each other, which you almost get in the book like an interview style, like you're just getting what was said. Yeah. So to make it more interesting, I understand why they've done some of these things, to keep it from being 2 people sitting across the table from each other the whole time. Yeah. Then I picked up At the Mountains of Madness, which was probably a poor choice. It's not bad when it's just dialogue. But there was like this.
Oh, fun.
This big old wall of text that's apparently from the journals of James Cook, which was very interesting. The Real Explorer. It talks about, he says... The risk run, he explored Antarctica. The risk one runs in exploring a coast in these unknown and icy seas is so very great that I can be bold to say that no man will ever venture farther than I have done, and that the lands which may lie to the south will never be explored.
Never.
And then this is the part that I'm like, damn. He says, this is the longest freaking sentence. Whoever has resolution and perseverance to clear up this point by proceeding farther than I have done, I shall not envy him the honor of discovery, but I will be bold to say that the world will not be benefited by it. That's how much he hated Antarctica.
I guess, yeah.
So this one starts...
Someone might go farther, but like, why would they bother?
Like, this place is awful, yeah. So it starts with a bunch of quotes from Edgar Allan Poe, and it talks about how Poe's one completed novel, like, really greatly inspired this work, which is nice to have kind of as background. And then apparently Guillermo del Toro really wants to turn At the Mountains of Madness into a film. And my question at this point, did he?
I thought he did.
This was, it says, as of 2019, the project has not been released.
I feel like there was more progress made than that if it wasn't fully released. We should check it out.
We should check it out because I thought it was interesting they decided to put that in. This starts with a prologue that is in media res.
Sure.
And then, like, it is, like, them discovering some horrible stuff that's happened during this expedition.
This is where they find the old ones, right? In the ice?
I guess, I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
They found a big star.
Okay.
And then it jumps back to, here's a bunch of exposition, and here's the very beginning of the voyage.
Okay.
So right now...
So what you got?
I read the first chapter, yeah. Okay. So I have the inciting... Not inciting incident. I have everything going terribly wrong. They were looking for what happened to one of their expeditions. I think it was like a 12-man team that they had lost contact with. And it was horrible. And then I went back to them all getting on the boat and being like, we're going to change science and solve all the mysteries of Antarctica in the name of Miskatonic University.
Yeah, I feel like Lovecraft has a tendency to have like the story in story thing.
Yeah.
Where it's
I feel like a lot of things are told to you by other people.
Where it's like, oh, we found this journal of this person talking about how he was reading. Let me tell you this, or let me like recount the story of my ancestor, and then like in recounting the story of my ancestor found a book about his ancestors, and he's going to talk about that. And it's just like at this point, the framing device is
really far out.
Yeah. So
this one, it wasn't hard reading. Like I was a little worried because it's Lovecraft. But you're not reading a lot of the prose.
Right.
So, like, I was like, okay, maybe I'll be okay with this at 3 a.m. But there are those, like, really heavy exposition scenes that are telling you all about the exploration of Antarctica. When it's dialogue, it's nothing. It's easy. Super easy to read. So, it's just when it has, like, massive bits of old-timey text. With sentences that go for days, and I'm like, guys, a semicolon or a period or like a semicolon, it wouldn't kill you to end the sentence.
All right, and talking about ending things, let's end the stream.
Wow.
Yes, I'm nailing these transitions today. I'm telling you. Yeah, but we do need to like finish these and go to bed.
I suppose. I mean, I'm not finishing this tonight.
I'm going to finish this. So thanks for coming by and hanging out with us while we read some books.
I read this many books.
In the comments, let us know what you're reading, even if you're watching the VOD when it's posted later. Are you participating in 30 and 30? What manga are you looking at? If you're not participating in that, just what are you reading in general? Love to hear from our viewership and see what's going on. But yeah.
Are you going to do any vlogs for like...
No. I might do a video that explains it.
Okay, I'm thinking about doing like weekly recaps.
Okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I do a weekly recap anyway.
Oh, that's true.
So like, yes, this will be part of my weekly recap. Probably it will go up on Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Yeah.
So, as always, I hope your reading journey is going well. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Help us grow this corner of our BookTube community. Until the next one, take care.
Bye.